And honored to be here with you today. Today's class is going to be an exploration of an interesting thing. I ran into an article by some self-appointed experts that said that 10 yoga postures you must do every day. And so I'm incorporated that into a little flow. And so we're going to do 10 yoga postures today. We're going to do a practice of 10 yoga postures that a so-called expert has decided that you should do every day. And I kind of find each of them to be really useful. So we're going to work that into a little flow. In preparation for that, we're going to do a little activating breath in order to get ourselves centered and aligned. And as always, we'll start with a landing and raise gratitude and set an intention. So today's practice will probably be 45 minutes by the time we're finished. As always, remember our first guiding principle: support precedes action. So please have whatever you need for your support available to you: blocks, straps, bolsters, eye shades, blankets, chairs, anything that will support you in your practice. Please have that available and accessible. Secondarily, and remember, as always, I remind you once again that it is your practice. And so you are in the privacy of your space by design. And you are encouraged and invited to listen to the wisdom of your own body and honor that wisdom by doing what your body is asking you to do, which means that you modify or vary any posture at any time, come out of any posture at any time, take any alternate posture at any time. Ultimately, I'm just inviting and suggesting some things from over here. Everything, the only requirement for you is to be present and to breathe. Everything else is just options. So please honor yourself and care for yourself. This is a self-care modality that we are engaged in here. And so remember that in supporting yourself in your self-care means to honor the wisdom of your body and give it what it's asking for. Okay, enough talk. Let us get ready and practice. So we'll begin by landing. So I invite you to find a posture of support, whatever that means to you. So whatever form that takes for you, whatever that looks like for you, take a moment to bring yourself into yourself. Come into this place. Come into this space. Come into your posture and feel into the supports that are available in your posture by finding whatever part of your body is in contact with something: the floor, the chair, the seat, the cushion, the wall. Wherever you're touching, where your body is touching, feel the sensation of that touch, that contact, that connection. Bring your awareness to the physical sensation of that connection at those points. And then open your awareness to the possibility that that connection is support. What is it like to be supported in this moment? And then, having established support, I invite you to imagine you could root down into the earth from those points of contact, extending roots down into the earth, holding you steady and sure, while you simultaneously lengthen and align. Lift through the side body, lift through the crown. Tuck the chin slightly, feel this release at the back of the neck, and feel the full length of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice for yourself what occurs in your body as the spine elongates and aligns, rooting down, lengthening up, being present fully right here, right now. And then I invite you to come into the present moment by coming into the breath. Turn your awareness to your breath. Find the inhale as it appears underneath the nasal passages and begin to breathe in and out through the nostrils. Full, long, deep inhale, deep into the body cavity without stress or strain. And a complete exhale, releasing entirely, letting go that which is no longer needed. And then anchoring your awareness right there. Be right there at the beginning of the next inhale. Following that inhale in and that exhale out. And on your next inhale, I invite you to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe left hand over the heart, right hand over the left, or hands in prayer, thumb knuckles resting lightly at the breastbone. Feel the heat of the hands against the chest. Feel the beating of the heart beneath the hands. Turn your awareness into your heart space and allow to arise in your heart space gratitude. A sense of gratitude, maybe any one thing for which you are grateful, maybe just the possibility of gratitude today. Whatever arises when gratitude is called forth, see it clearly in your mind's eye. And then if you choose, anchor that gratitude, your own sense of gratitude, right there in your heart space. And having established support, come into the present moment and allow gratitude to rise. Finally, this morning, I'll invite you, if you choose, to set an intention for your practice. Perhaps a simple intention to just keep your gratitude anchored at your heart space, or perhaps to just be right there at the beginning of each inhale. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to state it to yourself. Hear yourself in your mind's ear as you state your intention in a clear and declarative voice, as if it is already done. And then taking a full inhale, if you choose, bow your chin toward your grateful and intentional heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention as I say, Namo, Namaste. And then release the hands, lift the chin, adjust your posture as you need to be supported. We're going to be here for 2 minutes doing a breath practice called Surya Beta or activating breath. And this is a simple inhalation through the right nostril, slight retention, exhalation through the left nostril. So bringing your mental awareness to your right nostril, you're going to inhale through the right. I'm going to do a simple 4-count inhale. You're going to find the rhythm that is correct for you. And then we're just going to gently retain for 4 counts. And then we'll bring our awareness to the left nostril and exhale through the left. Now, if your practice of breath involves the use of a hand mudra, then feel free to do that. You'll see me doing that. And we'll continue that. We're going to do 10 repetitions. So awareness to the right, inhaling right, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Retain gently, 2, 3, 4. Exhale left. Maybe extending the exhale slightly, maybe not. And then continue, inhaling right, 2, 3, 4. Retaining, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling left, 2, 3, 4. Continue at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just make your retention be equal to your inhale. So whatever your count is, just keep that count going for you. If you finish before me, just sit quietly. When I finish, I will sit quietly. If you finish after me, you'll have plenty of time to join. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just inhaling right, gently retaining. Exhaling left. Body's very still. Awareness is on the breath in the nostril. Focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are not. Last one, if you're with me. When you finish, just release your hands to your knees, thumb and forefinger lightly touching. Release any shaping of the breath. Just notice what shifted for you. Feel into your own experience. Surya Veda, activating breath. Inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left. Maybe you notice a shift. Maybe not. Just notice whatever you do notice. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. And then come around to your mat. We're going to begin doing our 10 pose, everyday yoga, the 10 pose. We're going to start in child's pose, wisdom pose. So you take your knees wide, allow your trunk to drop between them, or bring your knees together, whatever is appropriate for you. Let the hips move back toward the heels. Now, great place for your gear here. If your forehead doesn't naturally reach the mat, you can rest your forehead lightly atop your block at whatever height is appropriate for you. Arms out in front, just pop up on the fingertips and press so that you feel the length in underneath the arms. Also, maybe moving the hips back to the heels. Maybe you actually feel the hips, maybe not. Maybe your hips don't reach your heels. Maybe they're just in the direction of today. Releasing here. If your forehead is found its supports, maybe you want to rock a little gently side to side on your forehead, temple to temple, massaging. Take your hands back by your feet, palms up, full expression of the pose. Release the shoulders, release the lower back. Breathe here, full inhale. Wisdom pose. Is there wisdom in this pose? Complete exhale. All right, this is our child's pose. From here, we're going to inhale, take the arms long, extended child's pose. Exhale, sink the hips back toward the heels, release. Feel into that length. On your next inhale, gently just slide your torso forward onto the mat. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, thumbs right at the breast line. Chin, nose, or forehead to the mat. Tops of the feet press into the mat. Feel the knees engage. Press into the pubic bone. And then begin to lengthen through the crown. As you lengthen through the crown, you may feel that your nose comes up. Continue to lengthen through the crown, lifting out of the shoulders, bringing the heart forward. You'll feel that your hands will have support in your hands here. Maybe you press into your hands a little bit, get a little more lift, maybe not. Maybe you pick up your hands to feel your back doing the work here. Long out of the abdomen. This is our cobra pose. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. One more time. Full inhalation. Notice the lift that comes with the inhale. Exhale, release. Press the hips back toward the heels. Come back into our extended child's pose. Now we're just going to flow this a couple times. Inhale forward and up into your cobra. Exhale, press back into your wisdom pose or child's pose. Just do that a couple times at your pace. Inhaling forward and up. Exhaling, pressing back. Waking up the body here. Feeling into our practice. Inhale up. Exhale. In the next inhale, come forward, but don't come into cover, come into table. So your knees will come underneath the hips, feet straight back, shoulder, the hands will come under the shoulders and maybe slightly head up to give you a little room. Crown is long, the hips are long, the side body is long. Feel into this alignment here. And then we're going to begin to do our cow-cat. On the cow, the belly will drop on the inhale. The lower spine will arch a little bit. The heart will come forward. The crown will get lifted. And then on the exhale, we round the spine, release the head, biceps spring the ears, hips roll under. Just do that at your pace. Inhale, arch and lift. Exhale, round and release. Move at your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Cow-cat. Waking up the spine. Now we're going to add a twist to this. So on your next inhale, come back to neutral. We're just going to begin to add a little twist. So staying long out of the left arm. Find yourself in that left side. On the inhale, take the right arm off the long side of your mat, parallel to the shoulder. Find your length here. On your next inhale, maybe you rotate your torso slightly to the right. Maybe the right arm lifts a little bit. On the exhale, staying long out of the left arm, you're just going to thread the needle. Take the right hand underneath body, behind the left elbow, and reach over to the wall on your left. Little twist underneath the body. Stay long out of that left arm. And then we're just going to move with your breath. Inhale. Right arm lifts, torso twists. Open. Exhale. Thread the needle. Right arm extends under, torso twists under the body. Couple more. Inhaling up. Exhaling through. Inhaling up. Exhaling through. Inhaling up. Exhale, return the right hand underneath the shoulder. One version of cow-cat. Reestablishing yourself. Come back to neutral. Press into the right palm, right fingertips. Heel the right palm. Take the left arm off the mat. On the inhale, maybe you rotate a little to the left, opening the heart. Left arm might rise. On the exhale, thread the needle behind the right elbow, reaching across under the body. And then move at your pace. Inhale up. Exhale under and through. Inhale up. Exhale under. Try to keep the hips level over the knees. Just twisting in the torso here. And again, one more time. Inhale up. And then exhale, bring the left hand down. Press back into your child's pose. Take a full inhale. Release your arms back by your feet, palms up. Full child's pose. Release the shoulders. Release the lower back. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. On your next inhale, take the arms long. On the exhale, come back into table, curl the toes, press through the ball of the foot and the heel, begin to press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm, lift the knees. Continue to lift the hips toward the ceiling, release the crown of the head toward the mat, press the chest and stomach back toward the thighs, let the heels move towards the bottom of the mat. This is your downward dog. This is our next posture. So we started in child's or wisdom. We moved into cobra. We did table, cow, cat. And now we're in downward dog. Find your dog, experiment with your alignment. If you're not sure where your hands and feet should be, inhale to a plank. And if you had to adjust your hands and feet in order to be in a supported plank, now your hands and feet are where they need to be. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips up and back, release the heels. This is your downward dog. Bend one knee, press back through the opposite heel. Switch with your breath. Bend the other knee, press back through the other heel. Bend both knees, lift the hips up and back toward the wall behind you, and then maybe straighten the legs. Maybe the heels drop to the mat, maybe just in the direction up. Downward facing dog, full inhalation. Crown is released, the neck is soft. Notice the tendency to hold tension in the neck. Release the neck. Shake your head a little bit. Yes, Brian, my head is released. Shake your head a little side to side. No, Brian, there's no tension in my head or neck. Breathing here, full inhalation. Complete exhale. Now we're going to work off a downward dog a couple minutes to open the hips a little bit in preparation for our next poses. So on your inhale, look up between your hands. And on your exhale, bring your left foot forward between your hands and drop your right knee and the top of your right foot to the mat. Now, walk the left foot out to the left edge of your mat. Bring your left hand inside the left foot. Now, lean into that outside part of that left foot. So maybe you rotate your left thigh a little bit externally so that maybe the sole of your foot is exposed. Maybe not. Maybe this is fine for you. Work here. Inhale here. Lift the crown. Maybe come up on your fingertips. See if you can lean in from here while staying lifted. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Bring the sole of the left foot back to the mat. Walk the left foot back in line with the hip and the shoulder. Take the left hand outside the foot. Frame the foot. Curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. Step the left foot back to join the right, coming back into your downward dog. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left knee down and release the top of the left foot. Walk the right foot out to the right edge of your mat, bringing your right hand inside the right foot. Now, if you like, work to roll to the edge of that right foot, maybe rotating that right thigh externally so that maybe the sole of your right foot is exposed. Notice the difference one side to the other. Stay long out of the arms. Maybe pop around your fingertips. Lift the crown as you lean into that right hip. Moving your left hip forward, right hip opening, breathing here, full inhale. Complete exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, slowly come back to the sole of that right foot. Walk the right foot in line with the hip. Take the right hand outside, frame the foot. Curl the toes of the left foot, lift the left knee. Step back and press back, downward facing dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Release the head. Full inhalation here, down dog. Complete exhale. Look up between the hands. On the inhale. On the exhale, gently, just walk your feet forward. Little baby steps, little elephant steps. Bringing your feet between the hands. Feet are underneath the hips, which means there's basically just a little bit of space between the head. Maybe a fist distance. Release the forehead. Release the head. Forward fold. Release your hands. Maybe grab opposite elbows in front of or behind the legs.
Relaxing through the shoulders, lifting out of the hips, out of the waist, releasing the shoulders and the head. Forward fold here, full inhale. So next of our 10 poses here, forward fold. We started with child, went through cobra, tabletop for cat-cow, downward facing dog, and now we are in forward fold. So we're halfway home here. 5 of the 10. Full inhale here. Complete exhale. Allow your hands to just release. Allow your head to just release. Again, check your tension in your neck. No tension. Now, bring the hands to the shins for support. On the inhale, straighten the arms, lift the back, come to a flat back. Feel yourself pressing back to the hips as you lengthen through the crown. Breathe in behind the heart. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Release the crown, release the hands, forward fold. Full inhalation here. Complete exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. Once again, support the hands on the shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Release the head, release the hands. Take the hands underneath in front of the toes. Inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left, bringing your forehead toward your left knee. Adding a little twist here. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Maybe at the bottom of the exhale, those spaces created, maybe not. Maybe you're fine just right where you are. All is well. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back underneath the face, facing forward. Exhale, walk the hands over to the right, bringing your forehead toward your right knee. Maybe the hands come outside the right, maybe they even come off the mat. Doesn't, wherever's right for you, breathe in, full inhale. Complete exhale. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale the hands back to center. Exhale, release the forehead. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold, release the head. Now, bend the knees so that you feel the weight settle into the 4 points of the feet, and then slowly begin to bring the torso upright. One vertebra at a time, saving the head and neck for last. As the torso comes upright, the shoulders will naturally roll up and down. Release the palms forward, fingers long, let the chin come up, the crown gets tall. Find yourself standing on the inhale. Take the arms up, straight line alignment. Exhale, release the hands down through prayer. Turn the palms forward. Now, let the fingers extend toward the mat. Shoulders relax. Imagine you can move your hips forward to the front of your mat. Maybe it's just a little imaginary movement. Maybe there's a little bit of movement there. Now, imagine you could bring the back of your palms towards the bottom of your mat. Maybe again, maybe there's a little movement. Maybe it's just imaginary. Find your alignment here. Let everything settle. This is your mountain pose. We're going to work from here to establish ourselves. So, where did I put the scarf? Yeah. So, we're going to begin with the inhale. Take the arms up. Maybe look up and see the palms. It's this tall mountain. On the exhale, we're going to hinge and fold. On the inhale, we're going to come to a flat back. On the exhale, we're going to fold. On the inhale, we're going to rise. Root to rise, gathering as we go through tall mountain. Exhale, release the hands. One more time. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. Adding on. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back into a lunge. Drop the right heel down and in. Now, take a moment to establish yourself here in alignment. Check that your left knee is over or behind the left ankle, not out in front. Protect that knee. So if your knee is out in front, move the foot out, move the knee back. Check that your weight is balanced between your feet. You're pressing into the outside of the right foot, down into the ball and heel of the left foot. You're supported and steady and sure here. Hips are aligned towards the top of your mat. Maybe you pick up your hands. Maybe you bring your hands to your knee for support. Maybe you straighten your arms to lift the torso. Maybe you take your hands up. This is your warrior posture. Inhale here, maybe look up, see your thumbs. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Take your hands to your hips or to your waist and straighten the left leg. Moving into our next pose is going to be triangle pose. So find your balance in your feet. Inhale here, shine the heart a little brighter. Exhale, just simply hinge forward over that left leg. Torso going off the top side of your mat. Crown of the head off the top side of the mat. Hips moving back, crown moving long. Just come level. Breathe in behind the heart. So flat back, breathing behind the heart. This may be your edge. Now, for additional, you can bring your hand to your thigh, to your shin, to your ankle, to your block, hint, or maybe even to the mat. Your left hand comes down inside that left foot. Still looking down, still parallel to the mat. Just be here. This is the yoga practice, being here. Breathing here. Full inhale. The left leg is straight, but the knee is not locked. Balanced here. If you like, right arm might come towards the ceiling. Maybe the torso rotates. Maybe you look up and see that right thumb. This is your triangle posture. Any variation. Breathe here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, shine a little brighter. Exhale, bring your right hand back to your hip if you have lifted it. Turn your torso so that you're flat back, looking at the floor. Inhale here, strong core. Just bring your left arm back up. Take your hands to your hip. Arms go up as you inhale. As you exhale, bend back into that left knee. Come back into warrior one. Inhale here. Exhale. Release the hands. Frame the foot. Step back. Press back. Downward facing dog. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhale here. Look up between your hands. Exhale. Bring the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left heel down and in. Now again, take a moment to establish yourself here. Check your alignment, right knee over the right ankle. Check your balance, weight balanced in that foot. Check your hips off the top side of your mat. When you feel you're established, maybe bring the hands to the knee for support. Maybe straighten the arms to lift the torso. Maybe take the arms up, find your warrior one. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands through prayer to the waist. Straighten the right leg. Check your weight, check your balance, check your alignment. Inhale here. Exhale, hinge the torso forward, flat back. Crown is long, hips moving back to the bottom of the mat. Crown moving toward the top of the mat. Weight balanced in the feet. Right arm straight, but knee not locked. This is your triangle. Be here. If you like, right hand to the thigh, shin, ankle, block, mat, whatever's appropriate. Right hand inside that right foot. Long, steady, sure. Inhale here. As you exhale, maybe left arm goes high,
Maybe you rotate the torso. Maybe you look up and see the left thumb, maybe not. Find your posture. Notice a difference one side to the other. We're not fully symmetrical beings. Each side will have its own uniqueness. Breathe into what's happening for you. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, shine a little brighter. Full inhalation. On the exhale, bring the left hand back to the waist. Rotate the torso. Inhale, strong core here. Slowly come up. Bring the arms up. Exhale, sink back into that right knee. Warrior. A full inhale. On the exhale, release the hands, frame the foot. Steps back, press back, downward facing dog. Full inhalation. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, look up between the hands and walk the feet forward between the hands. Now, take your feet out a little wider. Turn your toes slightly out. We're creating some space for our yogi squat. Now, your squat may look different than mine. You'll bring your, on the inhale, flat back. Exhale, sink the hips back and down. Now, this might be your edge. Now, if you need support, the hands are down, supporting you. Maybe you use your block here, bolster. You come to the place where your heels begin to come off the mat. If your heels are coming off the mat, that's your edge. Back off, fully engaged through the heel and the ball of the foot. And we're just sinking the hips. Elbows come inside thighs. Hands to prayer. We release the lower back. We release the hips. No tension here in the hips. It's actually sinking, grounding, feeling the support of the ground beneath us. This is our yogi squat. Great hip and lower back exercise, releasing that lower back, releasing the hips. Which will be wonderful for us as we move toward our next posture. So, breathing here, full inhale, complete exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, bring the hands down, lift the hips, and then walk your feet back underneath the hips, releasing the head into forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, gathering as you go. Exhale, release the hands. All right. Roll the shoulders, relax the fingers, take a breath here in mountain, full inhale. Check in with your gratitude and your intention. How are we doing? Still anchored in your heart space? Check in with your breath, still present with the breath, being right there at the beginning of each inhale. Our next posture is going to be our pigeon pose. So, on the inhale, we'll take the arms up. On the exhale, we'll hinge and fold. On the inhale, flat back. On the exhale, we'll fold. Place the hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back. Step the left foot back to join it. Press back, downward facing dog. A full inhale here. A complete exhale. On the inhale, we'll take the left leg back as if we're stamping the wall behind us. Point the toes and then lift the leg high. Now, bend the knee toward the ceiling. Take the left foot toward the right buttock. Maybe look up under that left arm. Stacking the hips. This is our preparation here. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, level the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, bring the left knee toward the left wrist. Maybe the left knee even moves outside the wrist. Maybe the left foot comes underneath the body. Maybe the left foot comes over behind the right wrist. Now, feel into what's appropriate for you, honoring the wisdom of your body.
Find your appropriate positioning of your left knee and your left foot. And then gently lower your right knee. Release the top of your right foot. Check your right foot is in alignment with your hip. Maybe even move it out towards the right edge of your mat. Provide yourself with a little more support. Now, inhale here. Exhale, walk the hips back towards your right heel. So you're going to just kind of inch the hips back. The key to this posture. Maybe you had to adjust your knee a little bit as you inch the hips back. Now we're going to start by coming up so that we can go down. So walk your hands back toward your shoulders, pop up on your fingertips, lift the crown, bring the chest forward. This is your puffy pigeon chest pigeon. King pigeon, puffy pigeon chest. So bringing that chest out, the heart comes forward. We're lifting up out of the waist. Now you can stay here, or if you like, begin to walk the hands out, bringing the torso down toward the mat. Great place for your view in front of you. So maybe you just bring your chest to be supported on your block at whatever height is appropriate for you. Or you can bring the block underneath your forehead if that's more supportive for you. Finding your full release here and breathing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Wherever your torso is on your next inhale, begin to lift back up. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Remove your block if you were using your block or your supports. Press into the fingertip and the heel of the palm. Now, shift the hips back forward and then curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee. Press out of the palms. Lift the hips. Create some space so that you can then begin to lift the left leg. Remove it from underneath the body. Extend it high behind you. Lift the knee toward the ceiling. Drop the heel toward the right hip. Look under the left armpit. Stack the hips. Exhale, level the hips. Inhale, lengthen through the left leg. Exhale, bring the left leg down to support the right. Downward facing dog, full inhalation here. Complete exhale. Moving to the other side. On the inhale, the right leg will go back as if we're stamping the wall. Press the toes. Inhale, take the leg high. Exhale, bring the right knee towards the right wrist, maybe outside the right wrist. Find the appropriate positioning for your right foot, maybe underneath the body, maybe over behind the left wrist. Establish yourself here first. Feel yourself balanced, steady, and sure. And then gently release the left knee, top of the left foot. Check into your balance and your alignment. And then begin to shift the hips back towards the bottom of the mat, creating that lift out of the waist. Walk your hands back, pop up on your fingertips, get long, bring the heart forward. Puffy pigeon chest here, full inhale. Complete exhale. Stay here, or if you like, you begin to walk the hands out, bringing the torso forward, coming down onto your mat. Or your bolster, or your block, or your supports, finding your version, and then releasing. Full inhale. Complete exhale. A full inhalation. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, find your posture. On your next inhale, slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm. Shift the hips back forward. Curl the toes of the left foot. Lift the left knee. Press up, lift the hips, create some space. And then inhale, take the right leg back and high. Exhale, lift the knee, drop the heel, look under the right armpit. Inhale here. Exhale, level the hips. Inhale, straighten and lift the right leg. Exhale, bring the right leg back down. Downward facing dog. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Woo. All right. Now, the easiest way to do this, I think, is simply to bring your knees to the mat, coming back into a sort of modified table. And then just roll your hips one side or the other, or if you're comfortable doing so, cross the ankles and press your hips back over the ankles, coming into a seated posture. Extend your legs long, bring your hips to the middle of the mat, and roll down onto your back. We have two more postures here before we move into our guided rest. These are both going to be releases to allow us to open up and relieve any tension in our body. So our first posture is going to be our happy baby. So bring the knees into the chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze the knees in. Feel that release in the lower back. Maybe a little rock side to side. This might be where you need to be, or perhaps you bring your feet up, reach your hands up inside of your knees and grab the insteps, and then bring your knees toward the mat as you move your feet and wiggle your hips in order to release that lower back. Some of you may have the flexibility to reach the outside of your instep and find a little relief there. And you rock and roll on your back in whatever way that you need to. I like to tell people, if you feel the urge to gurgle here, go right ahead and do this. This is happy baby pose. Find the joy and the happiness in this pose, releasing any tension in those hips. All right, wherever you are, bring your hands back to your knees. And then bring your knees over your hips. Keep the knees together, the feet together. Take the arms out 90 degrees, 60 to 90 degrees. Inhale here. And then exhale. Let both knees and feet drop over to the right. As you look over that left shoulder, take your right hand to the outside of the left thigh. And you're just gently guiding here. So you're not, no pressure here. We're just using the right hand as a guide to sort of support the knees moving away from the face more than towards the ground. So your knees may not reach the ground. That's okay. That's not the requirement here. We're trying to open across the front of the body here, breathing deep, big open twist. So we're getting any last tension, residual tension out of those hips from our triangle and from our pigeon posture. Now we're opening up and allowing the energy to flow, relaxing. Breathe deep into that lower left hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. And exhale, release. Release the right hand. On your inhale, bring the knees back to center, bring the head back to center. Check your alignment, press down into the lower back, lengthen through the crown. Check the alignment of feet and knees together. Inhale here. Exhale, both knees come over to the left as you look over the right shoulder. Keeping the right shoulder down and relaxed. Maybe taking the left hand to the outside of the right thigh to guide that right thigh away from the face as you breathe into that lower right rear hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Woo. Just allowing everything to release here. Knees together, feet together. Right shoulder relaxed and down, body's relaxed and down, breathing into that right hip. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, slowly come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the forehead toward the knees. Squeeze into a nice tight little ball. Integrating, pressing all of your practice deep into your center of your being, into yourselves. Inhale here. And as you exhale, release the crown, release the feet. Let the legs go long. Let the toes fall open. Let the heels move as wide as is comfortable for you on your mat. Let the palms fall up at the sides, at the hips. Lengthen through the crown. Pull down on the side ribs. Feel your entire spine on the mat. And just let go. Be done. You're done. This is your guided rest posture. Nothing to do here but rest. Allow yourself to rest. Feel yourself supported. Feel the entire backside of your body supported on the mat. Feel gravity holding you and caressing you in its loving embrace. Release any shaping of the breath, any shaping of the body. Release any mental gymnastics, any analysis. Release any thought at all. Allow yourself to let go and be done and just rest. And we're just going to be here for a few minutes, allowing all of the work to integrate into the cells of our body. We just allow. This is our opportunity to just simply allow ourselves to be, to just be still. Nothing to do. Nothing to perform, no act that is required here. This is you in the privacy of your own space, being supported and held as you rest in the center of your being with your gratitude and your intention. Check in with your intention that you set at the beginning. Perhaps modify that intention in this place to just allow. Allow, accept, surrender. Allow, accept, surrender. Allow the breath to come and go, freely given, graciously and lovingly provided. Accept yourself as you are, however you are, in this moment, just as you are. Surrender to gravity, to rest, to being. Move into stillness and rest in that stillness. And we'll abide in that stillness here for a moment or two in silence.
gently and compassionately return your focus and attention to your body and to your breath. On your next inhale, I invite you, if you choose, to begin to realign and reawaken your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe rolling your ankles and your wrists. Bringing your heels and toes together, your knees toward the ceiling, your heels toward your hips, and extending your right arm alongside your head, bicep by the ear. Gently rolling to your right side, using that right arm to cradle your head and neck. Taking a breath or two, a moment or two here on your right side to reacclimate your body, orient yourself in space. When you are ready, and only when you are ready, bring your left hand, your left arm in front of the chest, and utilize your left hand for leverage as you gently bring yourself back to a seated posture. Once reestablished in your seated posture, I invite you once again to float your hands to your heart in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. And to allow to arise in your heart space one more thing that speaks to you of gratitude. And as you sit and rest in gratitude in your space, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you from this space. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest as long as you like. And when you do rise, please take your gratitude and the echoes of your practice with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.